English. Yes.
My name is Tiffy. I am here to help you through the world of magical tales. This is my book. Do you see? Click on my book with the magic ring and the tale will begin. The bell switches the music on and off. This is my scroll. Click on the scroll when you want to read the tale as well as hear it. There are secrets hidden in some pictures for you to play with. When you want to play, just click on the ball, and if you press on the fan, you can choose any page you want from the story. Here are my little arms. They will take you forward and backward through the pages of the story. Here is my tail. If you click on my tail, the tail will stop and I will fly away.
There were once 25 tin soldiers who were all brothers, for they had been made out of the same old tin spoon. The soldiers were all exactly alike, excepting one who had only one leg. He had been left to the last, and then there was not enough of the melted tin to finish him, so they made him to stand firmly on one leg. And this caused him to be very remarkable.
Ooh, tin soldiers!
The table on which the tin soldiers stood was covered with other toys.
What a wonderful present!
The most attractive to the eye was a pretty little castle. Through its small windows, the rooms could be seen. In front of the castle, there was a piece of looking glass, which was intended to represent a lake. Gray swans swam on the lake. A tiny little lady stood at the open door of the castle. She was a dancer and stretched out both her arms and raised one of her legs so high that the tin soldier could not see it at all. That's why he thought that she was just like him.
She has to become my wife, but she is too grand and lives in a castle, while I have only a box to live in.
When evening came, parents and children went to bed. Then the toys began to have their own life. To play together and to give balls. It was so fun. The nutcrackers played at leapfrog, and the pencil jumped about the blackboard. There was such a noise that even the canary woke up and began to talk. Only the tin soldier and the dancer remained in their places. She stood on tiptoe with her legs stretched out as firmly as he did on his one leg. He was unable to look somewhere else for even a moment. The clock struck 12. The lid of the snuff box sprang up, but instead of snuff, there jumped up a little black goblin.
Tin soldier, do not expect for what that doesn't belong to you.
But the tin soldier pretended not to hear.
Well, very well. Let's wait for tomorrow.
When the children came in the next morning, they placed the tin soldier in front of the window. Now, whether it was the goblin who did it or not is not known, but the window flew open, and out fell the tin soldier into the street beneath. Though it was raining, the little boy went downstairs directly to look for his tin soldier, but he was nowhere to be seen. Presently, the drops fell faster and faster, and the boy ran away. But two boys happened to pass by.
Hey, look at this.
We ought to have a boat to sail in.
Our guys made a boat out of a newspaper and placed the tin soldier in it and sent him sailing down the canal. Wow! What large waves arose in that canal! The paper boat rocked up and down.
Have you a passport?
Asked the rat.
Give it to me at once.
The boat sailed on, and the rat followed it. He did gnash his teeth and cried out,
Stop him! Stop him! He has not paid toll, and I didn't look at his pass!
The boat whirled round 3 or 4 times and then filled with water to the very edge. The soldier sank into the water and immediately afterwards was swallowed up by a big fish. The fish had been caught, taken to the market, and sold to the cook, who took him into the kitchen and cut him open with a large knife.
Hi-ho! What's that?
They were all anxious to see this great soldier who had traveled about in a fish, but he was not at all proud. How many curious things in this world! There he was in the very same room. There were the very same toys, and the pretty castle with the elegant little dancer at the door. Suddenly, one of the little boys took up the tin soldier and threw him into the stove. It must have been the fault of the black goblin. The flames lighted up the tin soldier, but still he remained firm with his gun on his shoulder. Suddenly, the door flew open, and the draft of air caught up the little dancer. She fluttered like a sylph right into the stove by the side of the tin soldier, and was instantly in flames, and was gone. The tin soldier melted down into a lump. The next morning, the cook took the ashes out of the stove.
What's this?
She found a little tin heart and a tinsel rose, which was burnt black as a cinder.